From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Reader brought him down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Derrick Henry on the carry. He was brought down by Von Bell. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
The ball carrier.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
At the 44-yard line.
Draw play. This is Henry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By Harold Landry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 33. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards.
The 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. Into the secondary again. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Henry, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's checking crack. Wide. Get wide. Check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, under 10.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun with Henry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
30-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Check, check.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was brought
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
16 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And that might be Titan football. It is.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Bengals 21. Titans nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any point. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. To try again after the sack. Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down back in his own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Bengals.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Bengals 28, Titans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Ends the
Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Tannehill's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now Joe Mixon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Okay, ready? Right there. 54 Mike. Cut 19. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Ring alert. Get in the weight room.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
55, come on, D. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Stay with your man. Mustang 19. 55. Hey, eat. Let's go tackle. Street. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Coming to you.
Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Do what you do.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Touchdown, Bengals.
2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
And the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw on first and second down as well. Deuce is wild. Tannehill.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Mixon running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw now complete to Ross.
You don't like this!
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Pull it good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 60 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Escaping the pressure right. He may try, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Bengals grab it. And some room to maneuver. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they run with Mixon, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Jeffrey Simmons on the...
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good for us.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Bolnick's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill.
We've been around this league for a while.
And now here is another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? what does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
All the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill, and caught by Henry. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm not ready.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On first down, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Here we go. Mike 54.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
But I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now Burrow on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Bengals.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 66, Titans nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine. Showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cincinnati, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down 1. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down 1. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag. I'm about to get in it. I'm like, habit gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like they on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so